We begin in the country of Niger, where we're introduced to a dangerous gang known as the Organization. This group had full control over the city of Shanti, and their goal was to create the most dangerous professional assassins in the world. The Organization arrives at an abandoned house, where they've captured one of their own men because he betrayed them for a higher bidder. They drag him inside, hang him up in iron chains, and then their leader arrives. Before saying a word, the leader cuts off the traitor's hands. Then the leader angrily questions him. Why did he betray them? The traitor apologizes in pain, but the leader notices something strange in his voice, almost like something is stuck in his throat. The shocking twist is that an agent had forced the traitor to swallow a bomb. The agent then remotely detonates it, killing everyone in the building. The one behind it all was Agent 47, a ruthless assassin, trained from childhood to become a professional killer. Since he and his fellow trainees were never given names, they were assigned numbers instead. Interpol agents Mike and Jenkins had been chasing Agent 47 for 3 years. They had managed to link all recent assassinations back to him and had been pursuing him around the world. Their latest attempt to catch him was in Niger, but as always they failed. Now Agent 47 was preparing for a new mission in Russia. He set up a room for himself in a hotel, hid a weapon in the fridge, scattered some ball bearings in front of the door, and placed a bomb on the door to explode if anyone tried to enter. He also secured a rope by the window in case he needed to make a quick escape if someone broke in. Then the time came for Agent 47 to receive his next mission. A secure encrypted message arrived on his laptop from the secret agency he works for. The next target, the president of Russia, Belikov, whose recent political actions and decisions had earned him many enemies. The agency instructed Agent 47 to assassinate Belikov in an open area to make it appear as a public execution. Agent 47 initially objected. He preferred to kill from the shadows, not out in the open. But eventually he accepted the mission, not wanting to appear weak in front of the agency. We then move to a public gathering outside the building where President Belikov is located. Agent 47 is already in position with his sniper rifle, fully prepared. As the Russian president steps forward to answer questions from the press, Agent 47 seizes the opportunity and shoots Belikov in the head. After completing the hit, 47 calmly packs up the rifle and his tools, places them back in his briefcase, and detonates the case remotely to eliminate any evidence. Having finished his mission, he prepares to leave the city by train. But just as he's about to depart, he receives a message from the agency. It turns out someone had witnessed the assassination of the Russian president, and Agent 47 must now deal with the situation. The eyewitness is a woman named Nika. Without wasting time, Agent 47 begins tracking her. Just as Nika is about to get into her car, he draws his pistol to kill her, but in a split second, she turns around and looks directly at him. Shocked, 47 freezes where he stands. At that very moment, another assassin attempts to kill Agent 47, but the bullet accidentally hits a civilian crossing the street. It turns out the agency had sent a second agent to eliminate 47. However, he manages to escape. Meanwhile, Interpol agents Mike Whittier and Jenkins receive intel confirming that Agent 47 is in Russia. They quickly deduce that he was behind President Belikov's assassination and coordinate with Russian intelligence to track him down. The Russian authorities locate 47's hotel and surround the building. Inside, Agent 47 is conflicted and overwhelmed by thoughts about what happened during his last mission. Strangely, President Belikov somehow survived the assassination attempt, even though 47 is absolutely certain he made a perfect kill shot. The agency refuses to pay him for the hit, stating the mission wasn't completed successfully. Agent 47 demands to know who authorized the hit on the Russian president in the first place, but the agency won't give him any answers. Enraged, he threatens to kill them. As the police storm the building and move closer to his room, Agent 47 receives a mysterious phone call. The caller tells him that it was President Belikov himself who ordered his own assassination, wanting it to happen publicly. Agent 47 is left stunned. Why would Belikov order his own assassination? At that exact moment, the police accidentally stepped on the ball bearings scattered on the floor. Agent 47 hears the noise and immediately makes a run for it. The bomb rigged to the door explodes, killing several officers. Struggling slightly, he uses the escape rope to rappel down to the floor below. He quickly retrieves his weapons hidden in the fridge and prepares to defend himself. Without hesitation, he launches an attack on the police, then opens the elevator shaft, climbs onto the cabin, and eliminates the officers inside. As he attempts to make his escape, Inspector Mike Whittier confronts him with a gun drawn, ordering him to freeze. Just then, a cleaning lady walks by. Agent 47 seizes the distraction, dodges the gunfire, and dives into the river, escaping once again. Back in the hotel room Agent 47 was staying in, now heavily damaged. Some of his belongings remain intact, among them his laptop, but the device automatically wipes itself, leaving no trace or evidence behind. Interpol and Russian authorities begin their investigation, collecting everything they can find, but tension builds between the two sides. Russian Inspector Yuri Marklov doesn't want Interpol involved, and Mike begins to suspect Yuri is hiding something. Meanwhile, Agent 47 enters a clothing store, changes into a new outfit, and buys a bouquet of flowers. Disguised as a delivery man, he heads to Nika Boronina's apartment. When she opens the door, he grabs her, abducts her, and puts her in the trunk of his car. He drives to an abandoned hotel where he interrogates her, trying to get information. When she refuses to talk, he draws his pistol and points it at her head. But just before pulling the trigger, he notices a tattoo on her face, one that reminds him of himself. Agent 47 hesitates and decides not to kill her. He realizes Nika was also trained to be a professional assassin, just like him. He then chooses to team up with her. Since all of Russia is on high alert and escape seems impossible, Agent 47 devises a new plan. Meanwhile, Inspector Mike, anticipating 47's next move, waits for him at the train station. But 47, always one step ahead, steals a train conductor's uniform and uses it as a disguise. He walks through the station undetected until one man sees through the disguise. That man is the same rogue agent who had been sent earlier to eliminate Agent 47, and now the chase begins. Inspector Mike and Jenkins notice the chase and join the pursuit of Agent 47. When Agent 47 realized they were tailing him relentlessly, he jumped over a fence and disappeared into underground tunnels. But the assassin, sent to kill him, was still right behind. The two finally confronted each other and engaged in a brutal fight. Agent 47's superior strength and speed gave him the advantage. He managed to overpower his enemy and force him to submit. Just as he was about to deliver the final blow, he saw a shadowy figure approach and decided to investigate. He entered one of the train carriages and found 3 more armed agents waiting to kill him. The tension was high, with all weapons raised against each other. Eventually, everyone lowered their weapons and chose to fight Agent 47 with swords. Despite being outnumbered, Agent 47 displayed exceptional skill and gradually defeated them one by one. As he moved through the train, a third agent tried to attack him from behind, but Agent 47 noticed and kicked him off the train. The fight continued outside on the tracks, with Agent 47 fighting fiercely. Eventually, he took off his belt and used it to choke his opponent until he died. After this long battle with the 3 agents, Agent 47 returned to the first enemy and finished him off. At that moment, Inspector Jenkins arrived. Agent 47 appeared behind Jenkins, strangled him, and took him hostage. Mike soon showed up, saw his partner in danger, and had no choice but to negotiate with Agent 47 for Jenkins' release. Mike begged Agent 47 not to kill Jenkins and lowered his weapon. Seizing the opportunity, Agent 47 shot Mike in the chest. He was about to give Mike a mercy bullet to end it when Nika Boronina appeared, pleading with him not to kill the officer. Agent 47 listened to her and spared Mike. Soon after, paramedics arrived at the train station to treat the officers, but Agent 47 and Nika had already escaped. Agent 47 was angry with Nika for interfering when he was about to kill Mike, and gave her a strict warning not to get involved again. She promised she wouldn't interfere with his work anymore. Meanwhile, Yuri kept pressuring Mike and Jenkins to leave the country, but they refused. Their suspicion grew that Yuri was hiding something. Mike got furious and grabbed Yuri by the jacket collar, not knowing that in that moment he planted a bug on Yuri's jacket. Now Mike and Jenkins were secretly listening to all of Yuri's calls. They discovered Yuri was in contact with President Belikov. It turned out the real president died when Agent 47 killed him, and the man currently posing as the president was merely a double. Yuri and the double's goal was to eliminate Agent 47, Nika, and anyone who stood in their way, and then take full control of the country. Mike and Jenkins were shocked by what they heard. They decided to act and put an end to this conspiracy before it got worse. We then go to Moscow, where an American intelligence officer wants to meet Agent 47. Agent 47 arranges for this officer to meet Nika Boronina at a restaurant and talk to her on the phone. Meanwhile, Agent 47 is on the adjacent building, aiming his weapon at the officer in case this turns out to be a trap set for him. But the officer isn't setting a trap. He talks to Agent 47 and makes a deal that benefits American intelligence. Agent 47 is to assassinate the Russian president's brother, Audrey Belikov. Audrey is an arms dealer, and both Russian and American intelligence have wanted him eliminated for a long time, but President Belikov has been protecting him. Agent 47 learns that Audrey will meet an arms dealer named Bryce in Turkey. Interestingly, Bryce has never met Audrey before. Agent 47 agrees to travel to Turkey to carry out the mission, but on one condition. If he gets captured, American intelligence must intervene and get him out. The officer agrees and tells Agent 47 to leave the matter to them. This confirms that the secret agency Agent 47 was working for was in fact American intelligence. Next, Agent 47 goes to the restaurant where Bryce is located. He discreetly slips something into Bryce's drink. After drinking it, Bryce feels sick and rushes to the bathroom. Agent 47 seizes the opportunity, follows him inside, while Bryce's guards at the door search Agent 47, who is unarmed at the moment. Once inside the bathroom, Agent 47 pulls out his weapon, kills the guards, and then injects Bryce with a lethal poison. He quickly escapes the restaurant with Nika and heads to a party hosted by Audrey, the Russian president's brother. Agent 47 enters the party disguised as Bryce and intends to buy weapons from Audrey. At the entrance, security searches him carefully. Inside, Audrey is sitting with many arms dealers. He stands up to show off his weapons, claiming they they are the best on the market. Agent 47 interrupts and calls Audrey a liar, telling him his weapons are cheap Chinese knockoffs and among the worst quality. Audrey wasn't comfortable with Agent 47 and raised his gun at him, but Agent 47 threw his bag onto the table. It was actually a bomb, and it exploded. In the chaos, Agent 47 grabbed 2 weapons from the table and started shooting the arms dealers, who were also firing back. He hid behind a pillar, waiting for the right moment to strike. Bullets rained down like hail, but Agent 47 suddenly jumped up and threw a grenade. The explosion killed everyone except Audrey, who was still alive. Agent 47 approached Audrey and killed him. Then Agent 47 and Nika got into a car heading to the train station to cross the Turkish-Russian border. Agent 47 was determined to kill the Russian president because he believed he had failed his mission before. They boarded the train, and Agent 47 told Nika to get off at the last stop and start a new life. Nika was touched by his words because she loved him, but Agent 47 was firm about his decision. He promised he would see her again after finishing the mission. Meanwhile, at the Interpol building, Jinx showed Mike an old photo of Russian President Belikov giving a speech, alongside another photo taken at the same time of Belikov's double eating at a restaurant. This confirmed their suspicions that the real president had been replaced by a lookalike. We then see the fake Belikov meeting with Officer Yuri. The imposter is worried because Agent 47 is still alive and orders Yuri to kill him by any means. Later, Yuri returns to his office and the lights suddenly go out. Agent 47 appears, chokes him and kidnaps him. When Yuri wakes up, he finds himself chained with an electric device attached to a bathtub full of water and a wireless device tied to his hand. Agent 47 orders him to speak into the wireless device and give the order to kill the fake Belikov, or else the electric device will activate and kill Yuri. Yuri panics and begs for his life, but Agent 47 refuses. He gives Yuri 30 minutes to decide. If he doesn't act by then, he will be killed immediately. Meanwhile, Belikov is heading to a location with heavy guards. Interpol officers Mike and Jinx are also there, expecting Agent 47 to finish his mission. Belikov begins his speech, but Yuri, fearing for his life, grabs the wireless device and orders a sniper to shoot Belikov. The sniper fires but hits the glass, protecting Belikov. The guards quickly take Belikov away to safety. Suddenly, Agent 47 appears disguised as a guard, kills all the security personnel, strangles Belikov and kidnaps him. He kills anyone who stands in his way. Agent 47 moves to another room, but another agent sent to kill him appears, and a fierce fight breaks out. Agent 47 overpowers the attacker, breaking his arm and leg, then interrogates the fake Belikov. It turns out the fake president was the one who ordered the real president's assassination. Agent 47 feels betrayed for being deceived all along. The fake Belikov tries to negotiate peace with Agent 47, but 47 refuses and kills him. Suddenly, a military plane appears overhead and starts shooting at the location because they know the real president is dead, so no one needs protection anymore. Agent 47 manages to hide unharmed. After the gunfire stops, he sits down, places his weapon aside, and waits for the soldiers to arrive. The soldiers storm the place and arrest him. Mike can't believe it. After such a long chase, they finally caught him. They put Agent 47 in a car and start moving. Suddenly, many cars block their path. It turns out the people behind this are the intelligence agent who made the deal with 47 about killing Audrey. Mike gets out and talks to the intelligence officer, but Agent 47 escapes while they talk. Mike gets frustrated for losing him again. And that wraps up the summary of Part 1. Stay tuned for the Part 2 summary, which covers the latest episodes. If you like this episode, drop a comment to let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye!